got to do that, yeah. Alright, well, cash build around. Each correct answer is worth £1,000. I wish you luck. Your time starts now. Irish vlogger Jacksepticeye has over 15 million subscribers on what video site?
YouTube.
YouTube. Correct. Which Chancellor of the Exchequer is nicknamed Spreadsheet Phil?
Philip Howard.
Correct. What cult 90s TV series did David Lynch direct a sequel to in 2017?
Twin Peaks.
Pass.
Twin Peaks. Ray Floyd is the oldest American to have played in what biennial golf competition?
Ryder Cup.
Correct. What word for a sphere of liquid can go before bath and blowing?
Salt.
Bubble.
Correct.
No.
The Zamzam well is a sacred spring in what city?
Mexico City.
Mecca.
No.
Shoot the moon and split the atom are tricks performed with what toy? Correct.
Yeah.
The original Hungarian Busby hat is made from what natural material?
Bearskin.
Fur. Which poet laureate wrote the 1993 children's book The Iron Woman?
Margaret Thatcher.
Pass.
No.
Ted Hughes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fur and bearskin, something totally.
Yeah.
Good girl. That's what we want, mate. All right. I wish you luck, Dora. Let's do this. Good luck. Your time starts now. The island of Egg is part of what country of the UK?
Wales.
England. Scotland. What is the name for the control panel located beneath a car's windscreen?
Instrument panel.
Pass. Dashboard. Who's the hero of the Tom Clancy novel The Cardinal of the Kremlin? Pass.
Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan. Golf and pyramid are variations of what card game for one player?
Solitaire.
Mahjong. Patience.
Yeah.
What sticky fluid circulates in the vascular system of trees and plants?
Sap.
Phloem. Sap. The mother of which Prime Minister was born Jeanette Jerome in Brooklyn, 1854?
Churchill.
Pass. Winston Churchill. The date, May the 4th, is observed by fans of what film series?
Yeah.
Pass. Star Wars.
Yeah.
Lennox Lewis on Coming For You is a quote from which heavyweight boxing star?
Frank Bruno.
That would have been Mike Tyson.
No.
Right. Cash build around. Your time starts now. Founded in Ireland, Aer Lingus is what type of company?
Airliner.
Air travel.
Correct. Dinky Deckers are a mini version of what Cadbury chocolate bar?
Pass.
Double Decker. Hugh Scully presented what travelling TV show for nearly 20 years?
Location.
Antiques Roadshow. Edward Carson QC prosecuted which Irish playwright in 1895?
Oscar Wilde.
Oscar Wilde. Save the Rock was a campaign to preserve what San Francisco prison?
Alcatraz.
Correct. The 2011 film, Jamie Bell voiced which Hergé cartoon character? Tintin. Which footballer scored a hat-trick on his Manchester United debut in 2004?
Wayne Rooney.
Correct. The phrase from a 1761 recipe features on blue bottles of what gin?
Gordon.
Bombay Sapphire. On what radio station is the game Mornington Crescent played?
Radio 2.
Radio 4. What type of turnip was introduced to Scotland from Sweden? No time to get there for you, Kate. $3 grand.
Thanks.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Arts. Now, the 60s hit for Ike and Tina Turner was River Deep Mountain
High.
High.
Correct. Bradshaw's was a series of guides with timetables for what mode of transport?
Trains.
Correct.
Yeah.
What word can mean the cry of an owl or an amusing person?
Hoot.
Correct. High-waisted, mermaid and hoop are types of what women's garments?
Skirt.
Correct. What Finding Nemo character discovers she has parents named Jenny and Charlie?
Dory.
Correct. What are the extra periods following a tied game of basketball called?
I have no idea.
Overtime. Lake Willans is a lake submerged under ice on what continent?
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Correct. What world war finished 80 years after the end of the American Civil War?
The Second World War.
Correct.
Yeah.
What bivalve mollusk food delicacy is especially high in zinc?
Oysters.
Correct. A netiquette is the acceptable and proper way of using what?
Internet.
Internet.
Netiquette. Yeah. Biggest. Portmanteau.
Your time starts now. What country's navy is called the Deutsche Marine?
Germany.
Germany.
Correct. Sunshine Grey is a variety of what tea?
Earl Grey.
Earl Grey.
Correct. Which US singer starred in the film Body of Evidence?
Alan.
Whitney Houston?
Correct.
No.
Who hosted the comedy talk show Happy Hour?
Pass.
Michael.
Pass.
Al Murray. What mountain features on the coat of arms of Nepal?
Oh, Everest.
Everest.
Correct. Mr. Carter is the Twitter name of which rapper?
Alan.
Jay-Z.
Correct. Jan and Novotny commentated on what sport for the BBC?
Tennis.
Correct. Which author wrote the Mud Fog Papers in the 1830s?
Alan.
Dickens.
Dickens.
Correct. What French word is used for the frame of a car?
Chassis.
Alan.
Chassis.
Correct. What science fiction word is a blend of a cybernetic organism?
Cyborg.
Cyborg.
Correct. Kidderton ash cheese is made with the milk from what animal?
Alan.
Cow.
Goat.
Correct. What Channel 5 soap was first broadcast Australia 1985?
Alan.
Neighbours.
Correct. What is the nearest American state to the Bahamas?
Florida.
Michael.
Florida.
Correct. BCFC.com is the website of what Midlands Football Club?
Alan.
Birmingham City.
Correct. I love a member of the staff is a line in what song by Busted?
Pass.
Michael.
Pass.
What I go to school for? The shield nose is a venomous species of what reptile?
Snake.
Alan.
Lizard.
Snake. Maleficent is a spin-off from what 50s Disney film?
Michael.
Snow White.
Sleeping Beauty.
Correct.
No.
1923, what New York baseball stadium opened in the Bronx?
Alan.
Yankee Stadium.
Correct. What Russian spirit features in a Cape Cod cocktail?
Vodka.
Michael.
Vodka.
Correct. Ferric phosphate contains what metallic element?
Iron.
Iron.
Correct. What's the second letter of the word rhododendron?
H.
Alan.
H.
Correct. What Paris subway first opened?
Le Metro.
1900?
Alan.
Metro.
Correct. Robert Redford played Johnny Hooker in what 73 crime film?
Michael.
The Sting.
Sting.
Yes, just in time, the Sting. Absolutely
Excellent.
right. 22. Excellent that. What a performance. Happy with that?
Yeah, very happy.
Got to be. Your time starts now. The name of what French breadstick means small wand? Baguette.
Yeah.
Correct. At what sort of sports venue would you find elevated greens?
Ew.
Golf course. Correct. In Coronation Street, who is Lily Platt's father? David Platt. Correct. What plane was the RAF's first monoplane fighter?
Hurricane.
Spitfire. Stop the clock, that is wrong.
I do. Hurricane.
Yeah.
Hurricane.
Oh, what an answer that was. Hurricane, very good. Push the chaser back 1. There we go. 20 now required in a minute and 41
Everybody's
seconds
going to tend to
remaining.
say
The
Spitfire because that's what they're
time
going to heard
starts
of.
again. Now, what common spice follows doctor in the name of the soft drink? Correct.
Yeah, pepper.
Swing music, that's the style of what genre?
Jazz.
Correct. Forever Elizabeth is a perfume by which late movie star?
Elizabeth
Mr.
Taylor.
Correct. In ancient myth, what city was founded by Elos?
Athens.
Troy. Correct.
Yeah.
Girl with balloons, a stencil by which graffiti artist? Correct. Ellis Park hosted the 95 World Cup final in what sport?
Soccer.
Rugby union. Correct.
Yeah.
The book Penicillin Man's about which British scientist?
Fleming.
Pass. Stop the clock. The book Penicillin Man's about which British scientist?
Alexander Fleming.
Correct.
Yes.
You knew that? Yeah. Push the chaser back. 15 now required. 110 remaining. This will be close. Your time starts again. Now, who hosted television Supermarket Sweep?
Pass.
Del Winton. Correct. In the Jungle Book, what song is subtitled The Monkey Song? I Want to Be Like You. Correct. The Windy City Playhouse is in what US city?
Chicago,
Correct.
yeah.
Charles Bunbury owned the first ever winner of what horse race? Derby. Correct. The name of what rank in the army also means not specific?
General.
Correct. Who co-wrote the song Ruby Tuesday with Keith Richards?
Mick Jagger.
Correct. Sir Davos Seaworth is a character in what? Game of Thrones. Correct. 10 overs in cricket comprises how many standard deliveries?
60.
60. Correct. Cheese straws are usually made with what type of pastry?
Yeah. Puff.
Puff. Stop the clock. Cheese straws are usually made with what type of pastry?
Puff pastry.
Yeah, puff pastry.
Oh, guess.
Push the chaser back. 8 required. Here we go. 30 seconds remaining.
What other
Your
pastry
time
can I think
starts
of?
again. Now, Rolls Royce had a 78 hit. Stop the clock. That is wrong. Rolls Royce had a 78 hit
Oh,
with
yeah.
pushing on a what?
Star.
Is correct. Push the chaser back. 9 required.
They're going to do
Here
it.
we go. Your time starts again. Now, what creature is a dreamy dusky wing? Bird.
Yeah.
Stop the clock. That is
Ooh.
wrong.
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
It's correct. We push the chaser back. The wheels have come off. 10 required. 25 seconds remaining. Your time starts again. Now, what nationality is author Annie Proulx? Canadian. Stop the clock. That is wrong.
American. Wrote Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, come on. Australian. Australian.
Is wrong. American is the right answer. You knew that also. 10 to catch. 22 seconds remaining. Your time starts again. Now, P-Day is a Turkish version of what Italian dish?
Ooh.
Pasta.
Stop the clock. P-Day is a Turkish version of what Italian dish, gentlemen?
Pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza.
It's correct. We push the chaser back. It's 11 now required. 17 seconds remaining.
P-Day.
Your time starts again now. What online company was originally called Air Bed and Breakfast?
Airbnb.
Correct. The House of Flowers is the tomb of which Yugoslav leader?
Tito.
Tito.
Correct. The largest state in Brazil is named after what river?
Amazon.
Amazon.
Correct. What band did Peter Hook found after Joy Division?
Rihanna.
Correct. What about that?
Well done.
Sensational performance. 7 attempts to push back, 6 executed. Chaser needed 7. Great show. What a run. Brilliant. Got to be thrilled with that, lads.
Okay.
Mate, I wish you well. You ready?
I am. Yes.
Cash grilled around. Each correct answer is worth £1,000. David, good luck. Your time starts. Your time starts now. What writing material is made in thin sheets from wood pulp?
Paper.
Paper.
Correct. Singles Awareness Day follows the anniversary of which saint?
Valentine.
Correct.
Yeah.
Never send a human to do a machine's job is a line from what Keanu Reeves' film?
Matrix.
Yeah.
Correct. What powdery substance is received by the stigma of a flower?
Pollen.
Holland.
Correct. The artists Goya and Velázquez were painters at the court of what country?
Spain.
Spain.
Correct. Kanye West's Stronger samples a song by which French duo?
Daft Punk.
Correct.
Well done.
The novel The Caine Mutiny is set on what form of transport?
Ship. Destroyer.
Correct. Which Scottish golfer won a record 8 European Tour Order of Merit titles?
Colin Montgomery.
Correct. What Marvel X-Men character has the ability to control metals?
Pass.
Magneto. What Kellogg's cereal is known as Cocoa Krispies in the USA?
Cocoa Pops.
Yeah.
Correct. Sarah Kane was a murder victim in what Gillian Anderson TV drama?
X-Files.
That would have been The Fall. Did you
Yeah.
know that?
No.
Oh, that would have been wedding. Good luck. Alex, your time starts now. The word kennel originates in the Latin name for what animal?
Dog.
Dog. Correct. Sophie is taken from the orphanage by what Roald Dahl title character?
Big Friendly Giant.
Correct. This town was the first solo single from which One Direction star?
Pass.
Niall Horan. What shock-absorbing part of the car is also a word meaning large?
Pass.
Bumper.
Oh, yeah.
Emperor Nero sent an expedition to search for the source of what African river?
Nile.
Nile.
Correct. In what Anglo-American sitcom did Matt LeBlanc play Matt LeBlanc?
Episodes.
Correct.
Oh.
Nursing, barber and tub are types of what item of furniture?
Bathtub. Bathtub.
Chair.
Correct. Finland's Paavo Nurmi won 9 Olympic gold medals in what sport?
Athletics.
Distance running.
Yeah, I'll give you that. In the 2016 film Suicide Squad, Margot Robbie played what character?
Harley Quinn.
Correct. Along with leek, what vegetable is the main ingredient of the soup vichyssoise?
Carrots.
Potato.
Yeah.
Oh, bad luck for that. Now, the Guggenheim Bilbao is a museum of contemporary and modern what?
Art.
Art.
Correct. Restaurant chain Prezzo specialises in the cuisine of what country?
Italy.
Italy.
Correct. Who played bookshop owner Kathleen Kelly in the film You've Got Mail?
Pass.
Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
War Secretary Sidney Herbert asked which woman to go to the Crimea in 1854?
Nightingale.
Florence Nightingale.
Correct. What New York City island is just over 13 miles long?
Staten.
Long Island.
Manhattan.
Oh.
In 2017, Felipe Massa came out of retirement to join which F1 team?
McLaren.
Ferrari.
Williams. What fashion house shares a name with a silent film star who died in 1926?
Chaplin.
Valentino. In 1930, what heavenly body was first seen at the Lowell Observatory in Arizona?
Alice Comet.
Pluto.
All the Man That I Need was a 1990 hit for which R&B star?
Pass.
Whitney Houston. Whose diary entry from May 29 starts now? What two-seated playground feature is a plank balanced on a pillar?
Seesaw.
Seesaw.
Teeter-totter.
Correct. Familiar to Millions was the first live album by what Manchester rock band?
Oasis.
Correct.
Oh.
The postbox painted gold in Dunblane celebrates whose Olympic gold at London 2012? Andy Murray. Correct. What letter is the international car registration code for Germany?
D.
G.
D. Englishman's tie, fisherman's bend and harness hitch are types of what?
Not.
Correct. Which actress had top billing over Angelina Jolie in the film Girl Interrupted?
Oh yeah.
Natalie Portman. Winona Ryder.
Mm.
The name of what naval rank comes from the Arabic word Amir? Admiral.
Yeah.
Correct. What ice cream brand used to have an outline of Denmark on its labels?
Norgenvas.
Walls. Hagen-Dazs.
Uh,
The 3 wires of a standard UK plug feature how many colours in total? 3. 4.
mm.
A minimal access surgery is more commonly known as what?
Keyhole.
Keyhole. Yeah, just in time. Jack 6 gram. Kowtowing was an old custom from what Asian country?
China.
Alec. Japan.
China. Glance Castle was the family home of which queen consort?
Albert.
David.
Queen Mother.
Correct. Morocco, Zanzibar and Bali were destinations in what film series?
Bob Hope. Oh yeah.
Correct. Which pop artist had a New York studio known as
Andy
the
Warhol.
Factory?
David.
Andy Warhol.
Correct. 1971. What environmental organisation was formed in Canada?
Greenpeace.
Greenpeace.
Correct. Who played Michael Knight in an 80s TV show?
The Hoff. Mike.
David Hasselhoff.
Yep.
Correct. Sundaga is Icelandic for what day of the week?
Sunday.
Lisa. Sunday.
Correct. Bonnie Prince Charlie led a rebellion against which king?
James the second.
George II.
Yeah.
A bath white is a species of what insect?
Lisa.
Butterfly.
Correct. What does the E stand for in an SEM microscope?
Electronic.
Alec. Electron.
Correct. Who performed a Bob Dylan song at the 2016 Nobel Prize ceremony?
Lisa. Pass.
Patti Smith. An extrasolar planet is outside the orbit of what star?
David.
The Sun.
Correct.
Yeah.
Russian footballer Lev Yashin played in what position?
David.
Goalkeeper.
Correct. Kenko Milicano is a brand of what hot drink?
Lisa. Coffee.
Correct. Rupert Henry Jones played D.I. Chandler in what TV series?
The Bill.
Lisa. Whitechapel.
Correct. A slang name for an ATM is a hole in the what?
Wall.
David.
Wall.
Correct. Lavender Brown is a young witch in what children's book series?
Alec. Harry Potter.
Correct. In what century were the so-called casket letters written?
18.
18th.
16th. Baby Love was a solo hit for which Pussycat Dolls singer?
Nicole Scherzinger.
Correct.
Ooh, good answer.
Occitan is a language spoken on what continent?
Africa.
Lisa. Asia.
Europe. Bama's a shortened name for what American state?
Alabama.
Lisa. Alabama.
Correct. Televisor was an early known what? Oh, I tell you what, we've ended up with 20. We could have got to 26. I could have driven a bus through them pauses.
Oh.
Give me an answer or press the buzzer. Crikey.
Alright, leave it
Now,
out.
Traditionally, what is worn by a bride around her thigh?
Garter.
Garter. Correct. A pontificate is the period of office of which religious leader? A pope.
Yeah.
Correct. James Cosmo played Geo Mormont in what fantasy TV series?
Game of Thrones.
Correct. Royal mistress Jeanne Beccu was better known by what name?
Pass.
Stop the clock.
How many royal mistresses do you know? Maybe Mel Gwyn?
Camilla Parker Bowles.
Need an answer, please, team.
Nell Gwyn.
It's wrong. Madame du Barry.
Madame du Barry. I knew it was Madame du
Barry.
Pompadour. It was
Yeah.
the other one.
Okay, here we go. 17 to catch the team. Your time starts again now. How many colours appear on the Dutch flag?
3.
3.
Correct. What carry-on film was partly set in ancient Britain?
Carry on Cleo.
Carry on Clear.
Correct. 1997. What soft drink brand got its own official tartan?
Ooh.
Coca-Cola.
Stop the clock, that is wrong.
Iron Brew.
Iron Brew is right. We push the chaser back. 16 now required.
What does that taste
team,
like?
And 124 remaining. Chaser, your time starts again. Now, Kwame Nkrumah was the first president of what country?
Yeah.
Ghana?
Nigeria.
Correct.
Yeah.
In housing, what is prefab short for?
Prefabricated.
Fabricated house.
Correct. Jesmond is a suburb of what northern university city?
Cambridge.
Newcastle.
Correct. Which 60s US singer was nicknamed Little Miss Dynamite?
Brenda Lee.
Correct. Valisa raclette is a Swiss type of what dairy product?
Cheese.
Correct. What flower is the title of a novel by Baroness Orczy?
The Scarlet Pimpernel.
Correct. Bihar is a state in what Asian country? India. Bruno Langley played Adam Mitchell in what sci-fi TV series?
Adam Mitchell.
The X-Files.
Stop the clock.
No, don't know of an Adam Mitchell in the X-File.
Where they got normal names, yeah?
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica is wrong. Correct answer is Doctor Who.
Yeah.
45 seconds remaining, 9 to catch. Your time starts again. Now, what stationary device makes round holes in paper?
Hole punch.
Yeah.
Correct. Giant house is a species of what arachnid?
Spider.
Spider.
Correct. Who is Donald Trump's youngest child?
Baron.
Correct. Who are a little bit more is a line in what Gina G song?
I can't remember.
Stop the clock.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, I can give you that. Oh, just a little bit. I can accept just a little bit. Okay, we push the chaser back. 7 required. Your time starts again. Now, football manager Josep Guardiola is known by what nickname?
Pep.
Correct. What famous Edward Lear poem is about a bird and a feline?
The Animal Pussycat.
Correct. What type of fashion accessory is a closer tote?
Hat.
A bag.
Correct. Which swimmer starred in the
Bag,
1944 film Bathing Beauty?
Esther Williams.
Correct. Who was on the British throne throughout the 1920s?
George the Fifth.
Correct. Quinine water is an older name for what drink?
The tonic water.
Yeah.
Correct. Mark Bolan was the lead singer of what song?
T-Rex.
Correct.
Yeah.
Did I actually do that?
Yes, you did it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Caught with a second.
Oh.
4 attempts to push back, 2 executed.
Christ.
That's hard to take with a second.
1 second.
It is.
Very much so, yeah.
But I've got to say, really, really well played. Sorry, I have to take away the £25,000 and tell you that Jack, Lisa, Alex and David, you have... Right. Cash builder around Russell each correct answer worth the grand. Are you ready?
I think so.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Good luck. Here we go. Your time starts now. Tinky, Winky, Dipsy, Lala and Poe.
Teletubbies.
Correct. Which Greek shipping tycoon named his yacht
Type-
Christina O after
Onassis.
Aristotle Onassis.
Correct. What city on the Riviera was given to France by the 1860 Treaty of Turin?
Nice.
Can.
Nice.
Yes.
In 1985, which German tennis star reached 6 Wimbledon finals in 7 years?
Steffi Graf.
Becker.
Yeah. Boris
Someone who
Becker.
argues the opposing view for the sake of it is said to be whose advocate?
Devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Correct. 1987, which woman became MP for Hackney North and Stoke Newington?
Thatcher.
Diane Abbott.
No.
The US state of California has a border with what country?
Canada.
Correct.
Oh,
In
yeah.
which JB
Jesus.
Priestley play is Sheila Burling engaged to Gerald
Unexpected.
Croft?
What am I doing?
Correct. If your mansion house needs haunting was the start of what?
Rent a Ghost.
Correct. Explorer Percy Fawcett went missing in what South American rainforest?
The Amazon.
Yeah.
Correct. Which man refers to drinking jocolat in a diary entry of 1664?
Pass.
Samuel Pepys. Yeah, the child first and always is the motto. I tell you what, Russ, you are quick. 7 grand.
What am
Russell.
I doing with
7
California
grand. Really
bordering
good.
Canada? I know better than
Time to
that.
face a chaser. Now, what word means to cook an egg without its shell in simmering water?
Poach.
Poach.
Correct. The first edition of what encyclopedia defined woman as the female of man?
Britannica.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Correct. I remember when I lost my mind is a lyric in what Niles Barkley song?
Pass.
Crazy. Boy in Lion is the victim in what long-running Agatha Christie play?
Mousetrap.
The Mousetrap.
Correct. Which tennis player won the Australian Open men's singles title 2017?
Andre Gassi.
Roger Federer. What first name was shared by Israeli Prime Ministers Rabin and Shamir?
Yitzhak.
Yitzhak.
Correct. Cyberman Pie is a recipe in the official cookbook to what TV series?
Pass.
Doctor Who. Joe's German
Cyberman,
is
of
a
course.
chapter in what Louisa May Alcott novel?
Little Women.
Little Women.
Correct. What word for a weekly day for worship comes from the Hebrew for to rest?
Sabbath.
Correct. What animal goes before mat and pad in 2 names for a computing accessory?
Mouse.
Mouse pad.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which businesswoman founded the body shop? No time to get there for you, Kerry. Actually, Alison, your time starts now. Rocky Graziano was a famous name in what combat
Boxing.
sport?
Boxing.
Correct. Who played Charlie Croker in the 1969 film The Italian Job?
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Correct. What was the first name of Olympics founder Baron de Coubertin? Pierre. Goose Green's the second largest settlement in what Atlantic Islands group?
Hebrides.
Falkland. Correct.
Okay.
Samuel Barber composed an opera about Mark Antony, of which Egyptian queen?
Cleopatra.
Correct. What animated Western film features the voices of Johnny Depp and Isla Fisher? Rango.
Battle of Goose
What
Green.
company famous for its white rum has its headquarters in Bermuda? Bacardi. Who ran his first nightclub at St Aidan's Church Hall in Sheffield?
Peter Stringfellow.
Correct. A smorgasbord means bread and butter table in what language?
Swedish.
Russian.
Swedish. The parting of the Red Sea takes place in what testament of the Christian Bible?
Old Testament.
Old. Correct. Horseshoe Bend. You ready?
I am indeed.
I wish you luck. Your time starts now. In the rhyme, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of what?
Water.
Correct. What job derives its name from the Greek for star sailor?
Astronomer.
What
Oh,
song
yes.
by South Korean
Yeah.
rapper Psy spent 55 weeks in the UK top 100 charts?
Pass.
Gangnam Style. The Varsity Line was a railway between Cambridge and what other city?
Oxford.
Oxford.
Correct. Pit boss supervises the gaming tables in what establishment?
Casino.
Casino.
Correct. Which footballer won his first cap for England in 1934 and his last in 1957?
Bobby Best.
Stanley Matthews. Georgiana Darcy
George
is a character in what Jane Austen book?
Pride and Prejudice.
Correct. Which musician began a partnership with Anna Mae Bullock in the 50s?
Pass.
Ike Turner.
Yeah.
The Great Bear is the largest lake entirely within what Commonwealth country?
Canada.
Pass.
Canada. The hymn Nearer My God to Thee is associated with the sinking of what ship in
Titanic.
1912?
Titanic.
Titanic.
Correct. Sophie, 5 grand. Now, Russia spans what 2 continents?
Asia and Europe.
Russell.
Asia and Europe.
Correct. Which member of the Jam had a solo hit with Peacock Suit?
Russell.
Paul Weller.
Correct. Which Scottish poet wrote Holy Willie's Prayer?
Robbie Burns.
Robert Burns.
Correct. Up All Night is a late night show on what radio station?
Alison.
BBC 4.
5 Live. What Italian dish makes up the Ristorante range by Dr. Ertke?
Russell.
Pizza.
Correct. Which London Underground station has Avenue in its name?
Russell.
Warwick. Correct. Which cartoon coyote is said to have the middle name Ethel?
Wally.
Wile E. Coyote.
Correct. What English cricket ground has the biggest playing area?
Lords.
Russell.
Lords.
Oval.
Ooh.
Enrique Iglesias was born in what country?
Russell.
Spain.
Correct. What does the N stand for in the gaming console NES?
Russell.
Nintendo.
Correct. In the US, what time zone lies between Central and Pacific?
Mountain.
Alison.
Eastern.
Mountain.
Yes.
The phrase "that's hot" is trademarked by which hotel heiress?
Paris Hilton.
Russell.
Paris Hilton.
Correct. John C. Reilly played Amos Hart in what 2002 film?
Russell.
Step Brothers.
Chicago. What's the next month after June to have exactly 30 days?
Alison.
September.
September.
Correct. What band released the album London Mill Hole 4?
Russell.
Beautiful South.
House Martins. Olive Oil dated which fictional character?
Popeye.
Popeye.
Correct. What animal were the Beanie Babies Hissy and Slither?
Russell.
Snakes.
Correct. Anthony Hopkins plays Dr. Robert Ford in what TV show?
Alison.
Westworld.
Correct. The head office of the airline Aeroflot's in what city?
Moscow.
Russell.
Amsterdam.
Moscow. Jazz musician Thelonious Monk played what instrument?
Russell.
Trumpet.
Piano. Prince Harry served as which royal's best man in 2011?
Alison.
William.
Correct. What word is combined with fog to make the word smog?
Russell.
Smoke.
Correct. What country is Europe's smallest republic?
Liechtenstein.
Andorra.
San Marino.
Ah, that one.
I tell you what's interesting, Russ. We missed out on a couple. I think you knew them. 17 steps, but I think we were easily worth 20 there. Bad luck. Now, George Adamson famously raised what big cats in Africa?
Lions.
Correct. Children's author Dr. Seuss wrote books in what century?
20th.
20th.
Correct. A hammam is a bathing establishment from what country?
Saudi Arabia.
Stop the clock. That is wrong.
Sounds Arabic or Indian.
I would say more Arabic.
Yeah. So, Arab Emirates.
Need an answer?
United Arab Emirates.
No. Turkey.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Turkish bath.
Ah.
No.
Turkey. Here we go. 15 to catch. 1:46 remaining. Your time starts again. Now, who played the title role in the 60s film The Cincinnati Kid?
Stephen Queen.
Correct.
Yes.
The T20 Blast is a tournament in which
Cricket.
book? Correct. In the Harry Potter books, who owned Fawkes the Phoenix?
Albus Dumbledore.
Correct. The company Hoy sells road and track types of what vehicle?
Cars.
Stop the clock, that is wrong.
Bicycle.
What bikes, maybe?
Yeah,
Road
that-
cars.
yeah.
Bike bikes.
No. Chris Hoy, bicycles.
Oh. I was thinking it was some obscure Oriental.
Oh. No, Hoy. I think
Oh,
it's
no.
a company, isn't it?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, here we go. 1:25 remaining and 12 to catch. Your time starts again. Now, which Englishman painted Peter getting out of Nick's pool?
Hockney.
Correct. More than pandas is the tourism slogan for what country?
China.
Correct. Ishmael is the narrator of what famous novel?
Moby Dick.
Yeah.
Correct. At Jam Tarts is the Twitter handle of what Scottish football club?
Hearts.
Correct. Buena Vista means good view in what language?
Spanish.
Spanish.
Correct. Stephen Lewis played Smiler in what long-running sitcom?
Oh.
Last of Summer Wine.
Correct. The Tate Liverpool stands on the banks of what river?
Mersey.
Correct. Our Revolution is a book by which left-wing US politician?
Bernie Saunders.
Stop the
Sanders.
clock, that is wrong.
Sanders.
I don't know.
He's misspoken. Bernie Sanders,
I have no idea.
not Saunders.
Is
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie
Yeah.
Sanders, not Saunders. Sanders.
Trying to think of his name and he's given it to me.
Okay, nearly handed it to him on the plate. However, 5 to catch, 48 seconds remaining. The time starts again now. How many forefeet does a horse have?
2.
2.
Correct. What fast food chain started selling Zinger fries 2017?
BK, Burger King.
Stop the clock, that is wrong. What fast food chain started selling Zinger fries in 2017?
KFC.
You're right. The Bernie Sanders. Okay. We push the
Colonel
chaser back.
Sanders, very
5
good,
to
very
catch
clever.
now. 38 seconds remaining. Okay, here we go. The
Yeah.
time starts again. Now, Europa is a moon of what planet?
Jupiter.
Correct. Let's Go Fly a Kite is a song from what musical?
Let's go fly a
Which
kite.
baseball legend referred to his bat as the War Club?
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
Correct. Which of the Beckhams is named after an area of New York?
Brooklyn.
Correct. The Vulcan Nerve Finch first featured in what TV series?
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Indeed.